Sagittarius. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your October 2014 forecast for the month. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for tuning in and for sharing and liking these posts. It was raining this morning on and off, so I'm taking the forecast inside today. And of course, now the sun is coming out, now that I'm all set up. But let's get into it, because October I really want to focus on the Mercury retrograde and the two eclipses that we're having. It is the last of the retrogrades for the year, which means it's actually more powerful. It's compacting and compounding onto each other from the full year. I feel like Mercury and the eclipses that we've had over the last 2 years, or year and a half, are tying things up in a nice little bow. There's an ending occurring through these series of eclipses. On the 4th of October, Mercury retrogrades at 2 degrees Scorpio, and this is in your 12th house. Not a bad place to have a retrograde, Sag. In fact, out of all of the signs, I think your sign has it relatively easy compared to a lot of others, because you are right now in September in the middle of a grand fire trine. So you're getting a lot of good luck filtered into you by the presence of Jupiter in Leo and Uranus in Aries and Mars stationed with you. Okay, but let's get into the retrograde, because the 12th house is a very quiet house, very spiritual house. So when Mercury retrogrades, the communications go inward, and you're meant to go inward. It's a revising, reflecting, rewriting, editing, analyzing period of time. And the 12th house is quiet, inner reflection, spirituality, dreams, prophetic images, psychic ability, creative songs and music. So I like the retrograde in the 12th. It's not hitting something very drastic. You can go inward. I would actually take heed of your dreams at this time, because messages could come in. It's not that you're meant to be so expressive yourself with messages, but you can keep quiet and listen to what you receive in this retrograde. Because Mercury will retrograde through the 25th, but on the 10th, he retrogrades deeper into Libra. This is your 11th house of friendships. You will be hearing from someone from the past, Sag. I really feel like a friend is coming in to contact you. Retrogrades do bring in unfinished business or people from the past. This isn't an ex. It isn't a relationship. It's 11th house energy. It's not 7th house energy or 5th house. However, let me back up a little bit. Before Mercury retrogrades deeper into the 11th, he starts off in the 12th, and just after that, on the 8th of October, we have our full moon total lunar eclipse at 15 degrees Aries in your 5th house. This is another fire sign. So this full moon total eclipse will affect the fire signs. This is affecting the 5th house of creativity and children and romance. So hearing from a romantic partner from the past might occur on the 8th. Around the 8th. But actually, the eclipse energy lasts for 6 months. But that particular day, I don't know, I'm feeling when the sun opposes the moon, a lot of emotional phone calls could be made in regards to romance. So keep your phones off or keep them on if you want to get back to everyone you've dated from the past. So expect to be a little bit emotional on that day. I know you're a raging fire sign, but you are the master of feelings as the king and queen of fire that you are. So you could feel things a little deeply on that day. Don't take it too personally. Okay, now Mercury retrograding deeper on the 10th into the 11th. Friendships now from the past you could be hearing from. People that you haven't connected with in a while. On the 23rd, the Sun and Venus enter Scorpio in this 12th house of psychic ability. Sagittarians are really intuitive in October. And that same day on the 23rd, we have our partial solar eclipse at 0 degrees Scorpio in this 12th house as well. So there's a newness. Something new could be starting in the creative world for Sagittarians. Something new could be starting with prophecies. I'm hearing prophets. Well, prophetic, maybe that's what they mean. Prophetic dreaming in the 12th is common because Neptune rules the 12th house on the solar wheel, Pisces, ruling planet. The 12th house is very spiritual, and it's a great time to really go inward and receive messages. For those of you interested in yoga and meditation, literal meditation, not just sitting Indian style, but breathing, deep breathing, and calming the body and the mind is important for Sagittarian in that time frame. On the 25th, Mercury goes direct at 16 degrees Libra in this 11th house. So Mercury, the planet of communication, going direct in the 11th house of friendships and goals and hopes and wishes. This will give more contact with friends, but the right people are being aligned for you. The right contacts are coming in. I think that Sagittarians might be starting a very creative project. And what's good about this is anything that you do think of starting, it's great to initiate on the new moon, even though there is a retrograde for the next 2 days, and Mercury doesn't clear his shadow until November, mid-November, the second week. So it's better to push through with new creative projects in the month of November and December, because December is a great month for you. So is November, but December being the best. I would wait a little bit. You have a green light with Mercury direct on the 25th, but here's what's up. On the 26th, Mars, the planet of action and aggression and ambition and drive, is going into Capricorn. This is your second house of money, of finances. So these creative endeavors or these feelings of initiating something new with a group or a club or an organization, and your goals and your hopes and your wishes, that energy has a really strong power with Mars going into the second, could really earn you a great payday, could really be getting paid for what you're worth or what your self-worth is, how you value yourself is coming through. Mars is actually going to be in your second house through November. So a Mars transit is anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. So this is beneficial. Having Mars in the second house is accruing money for you. Mars makes it happen. He's aggressive. He's got a tremendous drive, and he doesn't take no for an answer. So I like Mars in the second. You could save a lot more at that time too, because there's a lot of energy in the second house. Let me get to the cards, because I've been feeling them a lot. I've been readings all morning, and I want to see what they have to say regarding the eclipses and the retrograde. So let's see what's up for Sagittarius. Ooh, I love this. 3 of Wands. You know, this is a travel card. But it's also, which isn't the best thing to do in a retrograde, is travel, but it's also a new wave of reinforcement, replenishment, new opportunity. This could be the new moon partial eclipse. The first full moon total eclipse on the 8th eclipses something out, brings something to an end in your 5th house of creativity, romance, and children. Children could be going back to school at that time, or a romance could come to an end at that time if you want it to. Or a creative endeavor comes to a completion. But then the new moon of the 23rd eclipses something in the 12th house. And it's something that you might already intuitively know or be in the process of planning. The 10 of Coins, great money card. It could tend to materialism and seeing only money, but as far as coin cards go, it's high up there. The Empress, 5th house, children, fertility. I'll get to the full meaning in just a minute. Now, 2 cards came out at the end, so I'll read them together. Okay, so you have the 5 of Coins. Something might be missing. You feel like maybe money is missing, or you're in need of something in regards to resources. And the 6 of Wands is honor and respect. Oh, I see. This isn't about the coins on the card. These came out together, and what they're telling me is you're needing your respect. You're like Rodney Dangerfield. I want a little respect. You're waiting for your honors. You want to be recognized or rewarded for your accomplishment. Your hand is out. Wait, how the hell do I do this? Yeah, the hand is out. It's like, give me that wand. Give me that award. This being the final outcome, I feel like you're successfully going to get paid what you're due. Having it being a little bit of the resources involved with the coins. Now let me do this as a summation. There's a new project that you're starting, Sag. I felt it was creative for those of you who are writers, musicians, painters, whatever. There's tons of creativity out there. But there's a skill. There's a skill that you're using. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, give the month time to go through itself, because your 12th house of dreams and premonitions might actually lead you to this perfect endeavor. It might be given to you through dream, what you're supposed to start. But this is an initiation. This is new moon energy. You're thinking of earning a lot from this. You want to birth a new idea. You could start the idea. Okay, I understand. You could start thinking about this in October. And this is the perfect month to do it, to gather all of your behind the scenes resources and ideas, and then push forward in November and December, especially when the sun is in Sagittarius. So you could actually come up with a really good idea over this retrograde internally. And I wouldn't share it with a lot of people unless it's in regards to this 11th house. However, I wouldn't share it with your friends in the middle of the retrograde, because Mercury is retrograding in that 11th house, but he'll go direct in that 11th house on the 25th of October. Then on, or November, is when I would choose to share my ideas. But you've got some inner power here, Sagittarius, that I think that you have more than most of the signs in the month of October. This will be good. This will be good for you to go inward and write this down. They want you to write down your dreams, and they want you to, any ideas that you have to gain some extra money, or to start new endeavors that you want to take you out of your day job or something like that. These could all be brought to you in these eclipses, between the eclipses. It's a very powerful month. It's a game-changing month. And I think you'll be very stimulated with new ideas. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I'm at audreyallison.com. I'm also on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Have a sweet day, Sag, and I will see you next month.